Globe TV with me, Sandra at BOAHEN. Now, coming up in the bulletin this morning, we have for you President Akufo-Addo has warned chairpersons of boards and chief executives of state-owned enterprises to sit up and bring forth strategic ways to develop the country. And also, the Vice President, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, has directed the Ghana Education Trust Fund to construct a permanent dining hall facility for the Juraman Anglican Senior High School in the Ashanti region. Coming up this morning, the Inspector General of Police, Dr. George Akufu-Dampare, says the police administration will soon introduce the police visibility and undercover program to improve security in public universities across the country. And residents of Gomua East have lamented the operation of illegal sand winners who are destroying agricultural lands in the district. Lastly, we look at how alcohol and drug use are affecting Ghanaian youth. Well, we are live this morning with the details of these stories and many more coming up to you on the Wake Up News, including sports. Please do stay with us. Well, thank you very much for your time this morning. Let's begin with the Vice President. Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia has directed the Ghana Education Trust Fund to construct a permanent dining hall facility for the Juraman Anglican Senior High School in the Ashanti region. This follows the collapse of the roof of the facility after a rainstorm hit the school's dining hall and injured 50 students. Over 100 students were said to be in the hall preparing to eat their dinner when the unfortunate incident happened. Most students got trapped under the debris after the dangerous incident. The injured have since been treated and discharged, but one student with a fractured leg is still ongoing treatment at a specialist facility. The chief of Ejura Traditional Area, Brema Oseshudie II, who met the Parent-Teacher Association of the school, disclosed that the Vice President has intervened to get a permanent dining hall facility for the school. Now, moving forward, the Inspector General of Police, Dr. George Akufu-Dampare, says the police administration will soon introduce the police visibility and undercover program to improve security in public universities across the country. He said the police were working closely with the various public university authorities to implement the program to strengthen security and deepen peace and social cohesion on the campuses for academic work to progress. The IGP said this when he addressed the lecturers These heads of departments and students of the University of Energy and Natural Resources in Sunyani as part of its 2-day work and visit to the Bono region. According to the IGP, the police were working hard to ingest in personnel a high sense of patriotism in tackling national security challenges and threats. He said his administration would provide and attach the university with 5 police dispatch riders next week to help maintain law and order on the campus. Now, moving forward, alcohol and drug use affects many parts of the body, including the brain. Young people's brains are particularly at risk as they continue to develop. Now, addiction treatment is virtually absent, as many believe addiction is a spiritual problem. In the following report, Abina McAfee brings to light the struggles of addicts.
Addiction is seen as a disease of the brain due to the states of physical and psychological dependence of the use of alcohol and other drugs. It is believed that this brain disease cannot be cured, but only depart after taking the life of the addicted. Nonetheless, recovery is possible since no one is hopeless. The use of drugs and other harmful substances in Ghana is speedily evolving into a serious concern. The horrifying rate of abuse, especially among the youth, can be traced to the highly dysfunctional family system, unemployment, the frustration of students lacking access to further education, and the economic situation in the country. The serious part of the situation is the increasing number of teen users. Some drug users willing to quit smoking shares their experience with Globe TV News. Kwabena, what's a what station has it? You be now ye?
Pacho me nya adwuma bia.
Ti what station has now tin there now ye wa?
Pacho aya duru ba bia metim kopia hwibalo odwom.
Okay, drugs ne mu de anyi bi na wo ye?
Na me nom nsa na me nom jot. Ba esia na sore ne ba no ma hu se nsa no matimaja nsa no ba me bompa ese nyambe bo na matimaja jot no so.
Ti se won nom nsa aka jot ne nko. E de wutimi nom jot be sese.
Jot ne de mintimi ncheke de metima no. Ebi se adamfo bi kula wo twen obetimi di PC ai den ama ontimi.
Wa station ha se ne obetimi e de peace ma won so no.
Say also to our baby money be into on so to no twen on so betima pass o nti sa
nti unya ya obejaye ne so aka
me bompa ese nya me nyimi mfiri ni nyina nya me pese ka me yesa ba ade na so manya wura ma wie ti me bompa me da bia me da me ka kire me nya me se on sisa me mfiri sa atibia no.
Okay, me firi Laura baba richma be 20 years ni na fosem me ba so na me na fufu bi na nam isi meduma ka se o munyina o prison amba no me no mo niema na me no mo ye wi ene tramo ba isi no majai sa niema no nyina ba de ba ko ha me ne nsa ene joto me no no ene se e mi problem se nka misum timi ja sa niema so ka e ni ho anka be boa me
wi ni tramo no no be say how many years
wi ni de me start wi no me na me 10 years and I'm start
Sisi awanya mfiese
you say me 36
ujai wi ni tramon how many years in
okay me jai wi ni tramon dem was be 5 years in here
ti wa station since adwan be na ye wa station
say wa station am on first na me cement ba me ko siri mam na ka ba bo siri na me ko pira ba na me nya adwuma bia bi ti me so ra mete ho
me pacho na me ton pa bo be sisi die majai
adenti na ujai ha bo aneton
because wow enye enkoyi
eden na ama ni nkoyi eden na nkoyi
sena smith I like we no cashew no my nintino next kanya the any system no and one tina me de media
na one no monsa be say how many years
me starting sadie na me wo P5 o kano credit
o starting sanom na o P5 na wa wo fo ya we say wo no monsa
me pacho ai
but so just say o kwa SS nyana na wo no monsa ni na wo SS
me pacho ai
na wo 33 years
me pacho ai
so when say one monsa 27 years na 28 years
Europa
ti say what station ha ya wo no onya adwuma bia ha nti then na opese say onya obeja
messenger me messenger wa
we messenger ma hwan
Sa suma.
So be a person no was. Nti mimbusa we yo. Si say ya wonya adwuma bie ya wo he. Ska onya ye na onya ska na de aton sana no.
Me pa show namfusem. We ne besuma wa ebia gisi so what I say. Sanity.
Di say why you wadwen say obeja ye nsane no.
Me pa show
where you wasipi say obeja ye nsan na o ma menom etiase omo yawe.
Me pa show omo yawe.
It is disheartening to see all these people who are willing to quit smoking, but due to the lack of rehabilitation center, their lives are gradually fading away. It is heartbreaking for me to live in a country where the leaders only talk about politics and the economy, neglecting the perishing. The big question remains, where are we heading as a country? Where do these addicts who are willing to recover go from here? Here in the Bono East region, all these people roam about the Tachimanwa station without any signs of hope. For Globe TV News, I am Abena Makafui.
Away from that, President Akufo-Addo has warned chairpersons of boards and chief executives of state-owned enterprises to set up and collaborate with the government and bring forth strategic ways to develop the country or be removed from his government. He also charged CEOs of state-owned enterprises to support addressing the current economic situation. President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo made the statement at the 2023 State Interest and Governance Authority annual stakeholder meeting in Kwahu Nkwatia on Friday.
According to the president, the current state of the economy demands collaborative action and expertise of all his appointees to support building a potent economy. President Akufo-Addo expressed worry about how some board chairs and CEOs have relaxed without their significant infusion in handling the economy, while others received the backlash. He called on them to sit up or get fired. Nana Akufo-Addo also directed all SOEs to submit all management accounts by the close of 28th February 2023 to the Controller and Accountant General's Department for consolidation. The president disclosed that as of the third quarter of the year 2022, only 54% of SOEs submitted their financial statement for consolidation into the national account. According to him, non-compliance with financial reporting timelines remains a challenge for SIGA and his government.
If we desire to transform our economy and nation, then our specified entities must rise up to the task, be productive enough to support our economy, and compete at the global level. I've taken judicial notice of the league table and would admonish underperforming entities, especially the bottom 5, to sit up. Board chairs and entity heads have for a long time been overlooked when blame is being apportioned for the downturn in Ghana's economic fortunes, with the flag going largely to sector ministers and to Mr. President. You can no longer stay in the shadows whilst others receive the backlash for the nation's current problems. The time has come for you to own up to this responsibility and take the front stage in our nation's development.
Now, the Public Account Committee of Parliament is proposing harsh penalties for public servants and state institutions cited by the Auditor General for embezzlement of funds. PAC has been reviewing Auditor General report on the public account of state institutions and where irregularities are discovered, enforcing Auditor General recommendations. According to the Chairman of Parliament Public Account Committee, James Kluchaviji, simply recommending that embezzled funds be recovered is not enough of a deterrent. Now, still to come, residents of Gumwa East have lamented the operation of illegal sand winners who are destroying agricultural lands in the district. Well, do stay with us for more stories right after this break. You welcome back. Now, the Acting Director General of the Ghana Geological Survey Authority, Mr. Isaac Kuwan Wembele, has advised the government to encourage the building of earthquake-resistant structures to enhance Ghana preparedness for any future earthquake. He said earthquakes may happen one day, and as such, the need to rely on technology and look at how to engineer several buildings to withstand such occurrences. He lamented the increasing development of structures along high-risk earthquake areas and urged city authorities to halt such activities. He also advised the public to avoid erecting structures in high-risk areas for safety. Mr. Wembele said the Ghana Geological Survey Authority was putting together a sensitization program for occupants and on preparedness and response measures toward earthquakes. He advised them to seek expert advice from the Ghana Geological Survey Authority before putting up structures in any area, adding that such a step would ensure that people did not build in high-risk zones. Now, residents of Gomoa East have lamented the operation of illegal sand winners who are destroying agricultural lands in the district. According to them, the activities of these illegal sand winners operating in several communities in the district have led to the destruction of so many acres of arable lands. The perpetrators, who only operate at night, have managed to destroy yam, pineapple and coconut farms. According to reports, lands in the area are released to sand winners by some chiefs and are placed under the protection of land guards. They want the government to take steps to quickly stop illegal sand winning, or else farmers might not get land for their farming, as lands were continuously being degraded.
Kwetiba nchase ha na yawo me wo yetete wo minyini wo kwetiba nchase a me hu no bia te se nansenya ometu yeso sa bedwue ni na egu abrobe banchi bibiara yedua no asase so bia omebedwue ni nyina egu ya asase o nanam asase isi ade yo wana langard fo abawurum sano yeso yatra yemu se no omusisi en nti yeso ye de mu wuram se na ebe ya emaba asudua ba kro we mu no banchase asase de ya we eso ya wo hwa no ma awuram we awuram ya kaka na wo de langard fo ya dai itata he na so obi oba to dollar na asase bia wo banchase ano de oya kokra dai onye ye oya mu asase a omodi ja yen no obi mu abawuram a langard no mabra nsi a omode tumi no omode ahye wonsa omo duan asase no omo tu ahwea omo wie so omo tonton nti neso de yentumi mfa emlem kiti yensim na say yes to nsafra aban na mpinifo no mbabo ahe enna ya desra ya pese de to aban nim ya pese ya de tumi ba hyensa.
Now, moving forward, operators of carts and wheelbarrows have expressed worry about the state of affairs of their business due to the current economic condition. They say the current economic crisis is having a toll on them. They have thus called on the government to ensure the rebound of the economy to ease their untold hardship on them.
It's not easy to make an ends meet these days, but we manage it somehow. Talking about the economic hardship that we all face in the country, and not forgetting about the Kaya years. The question is, how did they make a living out of the 1 city and 2 cities after carrying a heavy load? We are here to ask them about how the economic hardship have really affected them. Come with me.
Very difficult, but we just manage. Sometimes we come here in the market, the whole day won't get work to do. So, and it is because of the price of fuel. People are not able to come to the market, and once they don't come to the market, we too won't get work to do. So that is our problem now. The government should reduce the price of fuel so that people are able to come to the market, and once they come to the market, we too will be able to get work to do.
The Jumani de first in the nay, by Cesadia and Yakura, who charge you be a no su. Who funny am at the corner charge you be a 5 city no su. Or mope 1 city, 2 city, and that's 1 city, 2 city no sono. Boy, Uba drum now 50 city kora. Ube durfieno. Neska na ede. Asa. Ubeto we akoya aduane ama o ma no. Ade be chukura unye bi kura mo mu nko school. Bu akura wanya ha ye 20 cedi. 30 cedi. Ti sese dia adwuma ne dia nya. Bia meba Monday to Saturday. Atoda da yetimi nya sika ye yawada na yawada so hwe ha so a. Edwane nya bia beto na watama so a. Dodo na so a ade baako na maye den. Yesoa. Ama amte wanu kura frap kaya ya urewe. Ome fani ya manko. Umani wensi di obeje. Omumbuye kura.
Seza ska ufo bi nema. Onene beye twina mentwi. Ansana watwe uska no. Ena omusa twe nyina ticket. Nte ticket na ye pesa aban so mboa ye pa. Adwuma na ye den pa. System no ye den pa nye easy. But lances no every year bia ye twa 150. 150. Nte ye form pa nye easy. Ye wa association. Nti ana ticket no nte yesra ban se onhwem no mboa yeso system na ye den pa anye ize
to ba na oni customer adwuma no nya de obanya sika ko bi ba ne ma no bi obato ba gi mensa na be ba gi menu oba na ni man board to ba ko na opega soa anu aso nam sa de so wo customer no ba na wasa anwumre no nya karama ati se we no on so ne nam sa ahen ko wo customer so ba so osisa na nyama to ni customer de anu aso ne nam sa akra ro banya no embo ko man ni manom bra from amba kakara ti aba from a enyina adwuma ba koyie ko so we adwuma me wo ba dia anu ana me ye me dia na kora dia adwuma we dia me gya we dia this me anka sa adwuma na me kwa koye me koye adwuma bia bia.
Based on their sentiment, they want the government to make reduction on prices of goods in order to survive and make a living out of it. Reporting for Globe TV News, Sandra at BOAHEN. We have for you the latest in the world of sports right after this short break.
Well, good morning and welcome to the sports segment of the Wake Up Show. My name is Vincent Forgor. Now, let me take you through the headlines of today's stories. The Ghana Football Association has appointed Chris Hughton as the head coach of the Black Stars of Ghana. We will take a look at the reaction of Honorable Sam George about Chris Hughton's appointment. Also, we have the results of the match day 17 of the Bets Power Premier League. Now, aside that, we will look at matches played in Europe top 5 leagues over the weekend. Now, Real Madrid once again became world champions after defeating Al Hilal in the Club World Cup final. Let's take a quick break. The details of these stories returns after the break. All right, so thank you very much for staying. Let's start with the appointment of Chris Hughton as the new manager of the Black Stars of Ghana. The Ghana Football Association has appointed Chris Hughton as the coach of the Black Stars. Now, in line with the vision of the Ghana Football Association to continue with the project of building a formidable squad that started with Otoado in the lead up to the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022 tournament. Mr. Hughton has been the technical advisor of the Black Stars for the past 12 months. The GFA has decided to maintain assistant coaches George Boateng and Masoud Didi Dramani. The three coaches were part of the technical team for the World Cup in Qatar. Now, details about the duration of the contract and terms of engagement will be announced in due course. That is from the Ghana Football Association. Now, immediately after Chris Hughton's appointment, Honorable Member for Parliament for Ningo Pram Pram, Sam George, tweeted that he saw it coming, but people wanted his head as breakfast. Now, this is what Sam George had to say on his Twitter handle. This country called Ghana, may God just continue to give us grace. When I said this decision was done about a month ago, they wanted my head for breakfast. Well, in the words of Fabrizio Romano, Here we go. So that is what Sam George tweeted after the confirmation of Chris Hughton as the coach of the Black Stars of Ghana. Now let's take a look at the video in which he made it emphatically clear that Chris Hughton will be handed the job so that he can be manipulated by the Ghana Football Association.
That job, they've given it to Chris Hughton already, so why are we wasting our time?
Already.
Oh.
So they shouldn't apply?
They've given it to him because they want someone they can manipulate, someone who they can use to do their business, someone who they can tell, if our team selection, okay, this one is my team player. Me, I'm at the GFA. This person plays for me. I'm his manager. Put him inside. Whether he's played or kicked the ball in 8 months or not, they put him inside. Look, let's not waste our time. People are doing business. You see, let's go and look for money to eat. Some people are using GFA to make money. They are using that to feed their families.
You have proof?
Oh. You've forgotten what happened at the World Cup. You want proof? I'll give you proof. Tell me how Baba Rahman found way into the last squad in our final game at the World Cup. What ball did he play? What ball had he played? Is Baba Rahman...
Also, this was before the appointment of Chris Hughton. Sam George made it emphatically clear that the job will be given to Chris Hughton so that the manipulation can continue to go on when it comes to the Ghana Football Association and coaches of the Black Stars of Ghana. Now, away from Sam George and Chris Hughton's appointment, let me take you through the match day 17 of the Bets Power Premier League. I am to give you the results. House of Folk defeated Bekum Chelsea 3-1. Now, Bechem United 0, Adriana Stars 0. We also have Dreams FC defeating Asante Kotoko 2-0. King Faisal won 1-0 against Real Tamale United. Now Tamale Cities and Mediama played out a goalless draw. Samatex 1996 2, Legon Cities 1, and Stratemana FC 2, Accra Great Olympics 1, Karela United 2, Kotoku Royals 1.
For the phobias, the post, the pass was brilliant. He rounds up the goalkeeper. There's a yawn. Chance for Hatzabok. And it's an own goal. It's an own goal from Lord Armour. Gets the return. And it's the captain Zakaria Faku. Suraj finds York. It's a chance for the Phobians. Benjamin York. Oh, that's a brilliant goal from Benjamin York. He makes it 2 for the Phobians. The post, the pass was brilliant. He rounds up the goalkeeper. There's a yawning net. Chelsea, they're looking dangerous. Kusi. And they pull one back. And Chelsea won't give up. It's a good goal from... That's what to still hang on. Now he sends a cross to the near post. And it's a third goal for the Phobians. Victor Edu makes it 3 for Hatzabok. This should be the opening goal, and Dreams FC have opened the score here in Deu. Good connection. Japan's ball not dealt with. Well, yes, Notte. Good skill from Notte. He goes down. So that's the delivery from a Japan. It wasn't dealt with well by Ata. So here is Notte. He goes past Adade. Tries to go past Jalilu. He bumps into Dreams FC. Looking for the second. Ejeni Mbwatin. And it's an amazing finish. But how did the Japan allow Ejeni Mbwatin to pick up the ball and slot?
Now with the match day 17 done and dusted, let's take a look at the table of the Bets Power Premier League. We have Adriana Stars at the summit of the table with 32 points. Accra Folk second with 28 points. Asante Kotoko third with 27 points. Bechem United fourth with 27 points. Bibiani Gold Stars is fifth with 26 points. Accra Lions with 26 points. Medium are 7th with 24 points. We have Real Tamale United being 8th position with 24 points. We have Dreams FC 9th position with 23 points. Great Olympics 10th position with 23 points. Summertex 11th position with 23 points. Instratemana FC 12th position with 23 points. We have Bekum Chelsea 13th position with 22 points. Karela United 14th with 22 points. We have Legon Cities 15th position with 21 points. Now King Faisal, Tamale Cities and Kotoku Royals are bottom, starting with King Faisal on 16th position with 20 points. Tamale Cities 17th position with 16 points. Kotoku Royals 18th position with 10 points. Now, away from the local stories, we take a look at the results of the leagues in the major European leagues, as there were victories for Manchester City, Manchester United. Chelsea also got 1 point against West Ham. Arsenal title charge hit a snag as they dropped points against Brighton. Now we take a look at that's Brentford rather. Bayern Munich got 3 points. Dortmund won their game. Napoli defeated Cremonese 3-0. Juventus won against Fiorentina. Barcelona won against Villarreal in the Spanish La Liga.
Bringing the world to you. Globe TV, 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 bringing the world to you.
Now let's move on to Morocco, where the FIFA Club World Cup came to its conclusion. Real Madrid won 5-3 against Al Hilal.
Globe TV, bringing the world to you. Globe TV, bringing the world to you.
Alright, so Real Madrid are the champions of the world again when it comes to Club World Cup. Now, after their victory in Morocco, we take a look at Masa Sports Paper. The front page, it is written in Spanish that La Octava Maravilla, which means that the 8th wonder. Real Madrid winning the competition on the 8th time. So La Octava Maravilla, the 8th wonder. Congratulations to Real Madrid for lifting the FIFA Club World Cup. Yes. So do meet us at exactly 9 a.m. for the details of Chris Hughton's appointment. So what do you think of Chris Hughton's appointment as the new coach of the Black Stars of Ghana? My name is Vincent Forgor. Thank you very much for watching.
Well, thank you very much for still staying with us. Let's take a quick recap of the top stories. President Akufo-Addo has warned chairpersons of boards and chief executives of state-owned enterprises to set up and bring forth strategic ways to develop the country. And also the Inspector General of Police, Dr. George Akufu-Dampare, says the police administration will soon introduce the police visibility and undercover program to improve security in public universities across the country. We also looked at how alcohol and drug use are affecting Ghanaian youth. Well, that's all for you this morning. I am Sandra Edu Boahen. Coming up next is Yese No Saying. Do have a wonderful morning.